yeah, story-wise, we kind of talked about it. I'm really enjoying it. You were talking about how you did the cozy stream and you went to farm. I have like such a hard time not doing the main story because everything else is so much like lesser in like you can go help this guy get a fucking tree branch, or you can go do this giant monumental like epic craziness. Well,
the only big problem,
like,
the thing that drives me crazy is you can miss side quests. And sometimes if you miss a side quest, you won't get the ones that come subsequently later. So I'm like paranoid now because I want to. I've
done them all, but
yeah, I'm still in the like, I'm probably going to 100% this mode. And because of that, I'm like, everything needs to get done. Like the second I see a side quest, I'm like, I better do that, you know, like kind of thing. And you kind of feel like you have to.
It is, and you've played it, and Zeke, you have as well. 100% you can tell this game was made by the Final Fantasy 14 folks. Like it is, it just screams that. So if you have enjoyed,
especially Koji,
if you've enjoyed the storytelling, the like cute little Koji Foxisms that happen and pop up, those are there's an achievement that I like still find funny to this day. I'm not going to say what it is. If you've gotten it, you'll know what I'm referencing. I got it very early on in the game, but when it pops up at the top right, it says the achievement name. I'm like, that's really fucking stupid, but also
dude. Okay, thing. I'm gonna spoil this just to give everyone an example of what it is. Okay. So there's this particular quest where this guy is having a problem with a boat, and you have to get stuff to go under it and to seal it up.
Oh yes.
And he's complaining a lot about it. So he's like whining about it. So I talk to the guy and I'm like, okay, so I need to get you a bunch of stuff and you're whining about it. And he goes, yep. And it's like, would you like to accept the quest? Cock and balls. And I just stared at that for a moment.
But yes.
Hulk and balls.
Yeah.
I just stared at it for a minute. I just stared at it. I was like, and I looked at chat and I was like, Koji? And chat was like, yeah, Koji. It's Koji.
Yeah. It's so much Koji.
Koji.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's true to form though. Like, I played a ton of Japanese games and it's like wordplay is like top of the list of humor in a lot of Japanese made games.
Yeah.
It's just like, this sounds like this, so we're going to be this. And in fact, a lot of people like get their names, like Suda51 or whatever, like get their names from this sounds like another word.
Right. I mean, they even go as far as to like make them pop culture references and not even timely stuff, Zeke, like 20-year-old things that are still popular in like the meme world get thrown in there. So it's been a lot of fun with that. Co, you mentioned music. I feel like we need to just put a highlight on that. It is fucking insane.
I've only heard one track where I was like, this is lackluster.
Yeah, and it's probably because it was like nothing was happening, right?
No. It was during a major event.
Really?
And instead of what I would say is like the traditional soaking, like huge, awesome set things, it was like some kind of weird trip hop.
I know exactly what you're saying.
I agree. I was sitting there doing it, and I was like, "Is that like? No, this isn't doing it for me." I even paused the game, and I was like, "This isn't doing it for me." Like 99% of the time, I'm with Soken. I'm on board. Like this,
every once in a while, he'll throw those into 14, and they're not my favorite. Yeah.
Song was fine. Yeah, chat's saying I like that song. Song was fine. It's just most of the time, Soken is not fine. Most of the time, he is next level to be aspired to by every composer that does video games. I just don't feel like that was the time. It didn't really fit the scene. It didn't really like, I just felt like it wasn't, it was fine.
Yeah.
But he's better than fine.
It's one of those, like, I get the sentiment and what I related it to, like, and it's not a bad song, but it definitely like stands out. Like when you're playing Smash Brothers and all the music is like, that epic, like we're going to battle. And then it's like the Donkey Kong rap. And it just like, where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah. It's a little similar.
Somebody goes, "No, Co, you are wrong, and I will write a twit longer to you on this."
Fair enough.
Like, oh wow,
you get that SEO going. That's in your favor.
I
just got to ignore the twit.
Keep my eyes open. I'll look for it, son.
Any other? I'm trying to think what else we could say about it. We're both not done, so I hope the story keeps up with where it's going, because I'm very much enjoying it.
I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I have been told as we get through the game, I have this soundbite of Monokuma from Danganronpa.
Okay.
And what the soundbite is it's him and somebody in Danganronpa is being like, why is this happening? What's going on? And it's Monokuma, and he just goes, because it's a game. Like, that's why it's a game. And I've been warned by multiple people. They're like, get that soundbite.
Cool.
Like, as you start getting towards the end of the game, like, just get ready.
That makes me
excited. A wild ride.
Yeah, that makes me fucking stoked.
I can't wait either. Yeah. I can't wait. Already some crazy stuff has been happening. Like, it's gotten wild for sure.
They're not afraid to it, and it's exciting for me because they're not afraid to do crazy things from a storytelling perspective. Crazy things being like, I'm just gonna stop there. Crazy things happen. Let's go with that.
Good call.
And you're like, wow, I'm surprised they did that. Like, typically that wouldn't happen.
Yep.
And they did. They made that happen. And it's cool.
Somebody in chat said, will you do a spoiler drop frames on Final Fantasy once it's done?
Possibly, yeah.
Say maybe, and if we do, we should probably ping Max.
Probably get Max on, yeah. Where do you
Max
know
or
where he's at?
Or other players.
I have no idea where he's at because he's been playing Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter.
So I have no idea. But to be blunt, also there's like a lot of big Final Fantasy casters that have been playing through this game. So any of them would be fun to bring on and talk to about it. So
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we'll talk about it.
We'll probably do something. Yeah, it sounds like we might have gotten Zeke on board potentially.
Oh, if Zeke plays,
I'm gonna go download the demo.
Yeah,
see if it's for me.
Cool.
What should get skill up on? Well, that'd be interesting. Because that could be interesting. Very interesting. You could all tell him
Jesse's doing a video as well. Because he's responding.
How does he's a big Final Fantasy guy. How's he been publicly about it?
I think he loves it, but his video is something to the degree of he said his tweet reads, I'm seeing a lot of this quote, not my Final Fantasy stuff pop up, and I really want to make a video because I'm pretty sure most of the people posting this have played like 1 and maybe 2 Final Fantasy games. It's making me just want to shout into the void about it. And then like 20 minutes later I'm doing it. I'm scripting the video. It's happening. This is my weekend project. And then he's like, yeah, this is done. Script is done. Recording audio is done. Blah, blah, blah. It's happening sooner than you expect. So he's very much into it.
And then 2 hours later, videos posted. 3 hours after that, I regret everything.
Yeah, he said, it's 50%. When was this? This was yesterday at noon. He said it's about 50%. Some of your truly shit takes have inspired me to correct the record. So he's being pretty accurate about it.
Well,
so that's good. That's Jesse Cox. I'm sure that video will cause some sort of conversation on the internet to occur, and I'll make sure that he releases that after I do my weekly show with him tomorrow evening.
Oh my,
that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, it's good. I did run into, and this is a streamer first world problem, but I have to voice it because it's so frustrating. So I bought the game. I got the collector's edition. I bought it, and it was delivered Thursday. And I said no to the review code, so I bought it. I don't have the digital version of the game. I have the physical version with disc. You have to put the disc in. And last night I was like, I want to see what this looks like on like a OLED HDR TV because I can't turn any of that on because I'm streaming. So I was like, cool. Let me just download it. So I boot up my PS5. I go to Final Fantasy. And it's like, yeah, that'll be $60, $69.99. I'm like, oh, fuck, I have the physical disc. Oh, okay, I'll walk downstairs. I'll get the, whatever. This is stupid to bitch about. Just go get the fucking disc. Go get the disc, bring it upstairs. My PS5 is digital only upstairs. So I can't play on the fucking TV upstairs unless I buy it digitally.
Or physically move your other PlayStation.
Or physically move the other PlayStation upstairs and like disconnect it from the whole streaming setup, which is a lot of, it's a process. But I think it's done. I think I'm never buying a physical version of a game again.
Yeah.
For that very reason.
I've kind of been over that for a while.
Yeah.
But
I was going to buy the extra version, but it was like, I want to have, the collector's was like, did you get it? It was like $430 or something all in.
I think I got a box over there I haven't opened yet. I don't know if that's it though. I think it is.
It probably is if it's a larger box. The statue's pretty big. It's got really cool art on it too. But it was pricey. It was like $400 to $430. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So I haven't opened it yet, so I'm not sure what's.
Yeah, I won't tell you what it is. It's good. It's pretty good collector's edition. It's just very expensive, and I got locked into the physical thing. I guess how does that work on Xbox? Is that the same for all consoles, where if you have a physical disc, you don't get it like digitally? Then I'll give you a digital license for it?
I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah.
Not going to guess that one.
Yeah. Chat's saying yes, that's how it works. Okay. Well, I'm done. That's it. Never going to count on another physical fucking release. Super frustrating.
Yeah, I heard Starfield doesn't have a physical edition.
Great! Yay! I bought that dumb fucking watch. Guess what I didn't get was the game.
I read that on Twitter.
Yeah, that's great.
I did like just a poll, just a Twitch chat poll earlier today on whether you do you prefer, if you have the option, do you prefer a hard copy or a digital copy, or did download, whatever. And it was more than I thought. It was like 70-30. Like I thought it was like 70% download, but I thought it was gonna be like 90-10.
I mean,
like once digital things became the norm, I was fucking like, even before they became the norm, I was like, isn't there any fucking way that I could just not deal with these discs? I'm so hard on things,
Yeah.
My disc gets scratched, the case get broken, shit like that. Once they started offering it, I forgot discs forever.
I think it's a personal case, right? Because some people like game preservation. They want to have the physical thing, and I get that.
Sure.
For me, digital's always the route.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always been.
I have to say this because this is probably one of the funniest things I've seen on Twitter in a long time.
Okay.
So if you guys know Gene Park, he writes for the Washington Post. He's like their gamer guy.
Yeah.
Great dude. He's always writing stuff. He wrote a big thing on Final Fantasy 16, a very positive review. And since then, he's tweeted stuff out, kind of, talking about the good stuff, the bad stuff, both things. So earlier today, he put this thing out, and he was like, I wouldn't mind in a game if this were explorable, not just a background. And he posted one of those, the iconic, huge views in 16. They're beautiful, right? And of course, I think I speak for a lot of people when I say, yeah, it'd be amazing to be able to just run around there and look through it. Well, a lot of people took that as him being super critical about it. And to the point where he took the tweet down. He was like, look, I don't want to deal with this. I don't need hundreds of people jumping down my throat so they're tired about open world games and stuff. So this guy replies to him and he says, bro, we get it. You don't like the game, but a lot of people do. Go make cocks on Zelda or something for real. And then he posts this picture on there. And this is a picture. This is a picture of Final Fantasy getting, 10 of 10s, all this stuff.
That they tweeted. That Final Fantasy themselves tweeted. Yeah. So
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
No, I know where this is going.
The quote at the top.
It's his quote.
Was written by Gene.
People are wild, man.
The dude, literally, the guy that wrote the quote at the top of that was written by the dude that he's yelling at for not liking the game. It's like of all the universe things that will align, like this guy, it's like beautiful. He literally wrote the quote.
I cannot believe how much time I've spent playing this game. I enjoyed every single second of it. I just wish you could turn down the bird sounds. Fuck you!
Yeah.
And Gene, to his credit, he just quoted the tweet that guy. And he's like, dude, I literally wrote the quote at the top.
Yeah.
What can I do? What can you can't win sometimes, man. You can't win.
It's wild.
You can't win.
Yeah. I've definitely stopped.
Man. Also, can I say how much I like that we are now to a point where it's like, just go build dicks in Zelda. Like, that's a thing that people say to each other. Just go build dicks in Zelda.
Yeah. That's where we're at.
That's where we are as a gaming community. Thank you. I will.
Oh, so well, this could be our closing thing. Well, I'm sure we'll talk Final Fantasy once we all finish it.